Invert! Pick up!
Keep a lid on it, man. I'm here.
Apparently, I was talking in thin air before all of a sudden you just had to tell me that for some odd reason it was fucking offline. And my thing says it was perfectly streaming.
Well, I tried.
Could have made it more subtle, but fuck it.
Fuck it!
Bad enough I woke up with a headache.
Ow.
After all what happened last night. Live stream failed, so I ended it early.
Shit.
Woke up with a headache this morning, slept in until after 2 o'clock. Well, after I woke up once around noon and then took an aspirin and then went back to sleep. And finding out that of all the other shit. Oh well, some good news anyways. We have Borderlands installed and all ready and windowed and everything.
Where'd you get Borderlands?
Gifted.
Oh, who gave it to you?
Can't remember for the life of me. Fuck.
Oh.
Should have come to email.
Ah, well. Oh, look at Nightmare Moon in the chat there. Forever alone!
Oh, could have added Flutter Knight, but I don't even know if she's off for work or not. Or busy, or whatever. Oh well.
What are you gonna do?
Oh well, you supposedly have something for us that you say it's short.
I did?
A fanfic?
I did?
Yes? We were talking about it earlier. Or has the Florida air managed to fuck with your brain?
Maybe the latter?
Really? That was supposed to be a joke.
Yeah, and that was an even better joke that I just countered you with. Ha ha!
Damn it! Fuck! I've been outwitted by the fucking inverted shadow! Could this afternoon get any worse?
Oh, Oh, yeah. I got nothing. Maybe it can't get any worse.
Fuck. Let me guess, you don't have the fanfic or any fanfic for the matter.
I do have a fanfiction. I do have that.
What would that be?
Oh, you really want to know? This is a short one. Like I said, it's Pinkie Pie. And if it's not enough, I could always find another one.
Does she go yelling fuck at everything?
No, this is not another Pinkie Pie learns a new word. I promise.
Okay. What would this be?
Let's get into it then. The fanfiction in question tonight is Lauren Faust's It by the Enduring Man-Child.
What?
Lauren Faust's It by the author The Enduring Man-Child. What?
It sounds strangely familiar.
Oh, does it now?
Oh god. Are we parodying Stephen King's It?
Well, it's not called Lauren Faust's It for nothing.
So we're parodying it.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
I'm gonna regret this, but let's hear it.
Oh, why would you be regretting this? What's so bad about it?
Well, if I remember right, I ended up seeing this bloody film in 6th grade, and I remember seeing a Nostalgia Critic review of it. both are still not very pleasant memories.
Oh, come on. This'll cheer you up. This is much better.
Oh? Then read on, my dear friend. See if you can
Oh, yes, I will. Let us begin and let's dive in. This is Lauren Faust's It by the Enduring Man-Child. All standard disclaimers apply. As always, thanks to Rye.bread for the beta. Scootaloo was miserable. She wanted to spend time with the other Crusaders, but neither was available. Apple Bloom was stuck doing chores at Sweet Apple Acres, and Sweetie Belle, well, she didn't know where Sweetie Belle was. She wasn't at Rarities, to her sister's great happiness. Maybe she was at her parents'? And just as Scootaloo had decided to go by there and check, when you know it, it started to rain. It started out as a sprinkle, but in no time it became a downpour. Scootaloo frowned as she wondered why her heroine Rainbow Dash hadn't informed her of any such storm being scheduled for today. Well, why wouldn't she? Come on, isn't she supposed to be the weather kind of pony here?
I'm starting to think that she's more concerned of dealing with the Wonderbolts, trying to get in there instead of the weather.
The streets were now too wet to ride her scooter on, so she held it over her head to shield it from the rain and ran as fast as she could for shelter. Unfortunately, in both her haste and the slipperiness of the street, she fell and dropped her scooter. She watched in horror as, caught in the water now rushing down the curb, it sped out of sight and, to her horror, was swept into a sewer grate. I didn't even know that sewers existed in Equestria.
Huh. Evidently it does.
You know what? The thing that would have made this scene is if Scootaloo shouted, "Oh shit, it's Shinola!"
What?
Oh, come on. Don't tell me I'm the only one in this live stream who's read the original novel by Stephen King.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say you're right about that.
God damn it, Gonzo! I'm expecting you to know some of these things.
Hey, I didn't have much books in the library. Not only that, during my high school years, I was more interested in manga.
I know. I'm just joshing with you again.
Yeah.
Anyways, with a cry of despair, she rushed to the offending opening and stretched her hoof into it, hoping to somehow snatch it from oblivion. But knowing that it was hopeless, that her beloved scooter was gone forever. Wait! What was this? She had it. Somehow, the scooter hadn't fallen all the way down into the sewer. Something was holding it. Scootaloo turned to the opening and was met with, "Hiya, Scoot!"
Ah! Fuck!
Scootaloo screamed loudly. "Ow!" Pinkie said, rubbing her ears. "Why'd you do that? That hurts." "Sorry, Pinkie," she apologized, "but you scared me." "Oh, sorry about that," said Pinkie. "What are you doing down there anyway?" Scootaloo asked. "Oh," Pinkie said, blushing. "You remember that party I threw a while back? The one that had the cake with the chocolate icing?" "Yeah, the icing you accidentally made from pony lax."
Oh my god! Pony laxative?
Yes. "Yeah," Pinkie said, obviously embarrassed. "I didn't mean to. Sheesh, just because I'm a nigh omnipotent extra-dimensional being doesn't mean I can't make a mistake now and then." What?
What? Can you repeat that slowly?
Sheesh, just because I'm a nigh omnipotent extra-dimensional being doesn't mean I can't make a mistake now and then. So apparently, Pinkie's taking over as Pennywise, the clown here.
Uh-huh.
Yes. "Anyway, that caused such a mess that the mayor has me down here cleaning the sewage system. And a good thing I am, too," she added, "or you would have lost this." She presented the scooter. "Wow, thanks, Pinkie," Scootaloo enthused. I'm sure glad that you're a nigh omnipotent extra-dimensional being who only uses her creepy powers for good."
You serious?
Yes, that's what it says here.
So basically, we're now aware of why she's somehow popping up in unexpected places, always seem to be breaking the fourth wall constantly.
Pretty much. Is that music I hear down there? "Oh, yeah," Pinkie answered. "I zapped up a circus. Makes the work go faster." Could I come down with you? Scootaloo asked. I can't find my friends and I'm lonesome. Plus, it's wet as blazes up here. Ew, no! This is a sewer! It stinks down here! P.U. If it weren't for my creepy supernatural powers, I'd be barfing! Okay then. The lonely little Tom Coltish filly actually seemed to be fighting back tears. Oh, don't cry, kiddo. Here, would you like a balloon? Oh, God.
No.
And sure enough, Pinkie conjured a balloon from nowhere. Scootaloo's face brightened immediately. Does it float? Oh.
Does it float? I'm gonna have a sneaky suspicion. No.
Oh, yes. They all float down here. Just kidding, she says. Duh! What, do I have helium in my lungs? I just blew this one up myself. Scootaloo's brighter countenance vanished. Yeah, I think you can tell where this is going, in her words. Oh, what the hey? Pinkie exclaimed. What's the fun of having nigh omnipotent, creepy, supernatural powers if you don't use them to make your friends happy? Let's see. Think. Helium breath, helium breath, helium breath. And Pinkie untied the balloon, releasing the air inside and blew it up again. Retying it, she released it from her hoof, only to have it float up to Scootaloo. Wow, thanks, Pinkie. You're welcome, Scootaloo.
It must be very squeaky, more squeaky than you can pull off.
Oh, like, you're welcome, Scootaloo.
Oh, don't worry about it. And we probably have a good idea.
Hmm?
We're probably gonna have a good idea. I'm probably gonna have to. Yeah.
She said in a high, unnaturally squeaky tone. Both she and Scootaloo laughed at the helium voice. Oh well, she said as her voice returned to normal. Now run off to your folks, or to the orphanage, depending on your backstory in this fic, and get out of this rain before you catch cold, young lady. Huh? Never mind. Let's get someplace warm and dry, okay? Sure thing, she replied, her loneliness gone and happiness restored. Thanks, Pinkie Pie. Sure thing, Scootster. If you ever need my help, just holler. Remember, I'm everywhere at once. Pinkie Pie's everywhere.
Fuck!
Yay! Scootaloo said, stealing Fluttershy's line. We're so lucky to have such a nice, hot... Try that again. We're so lucky to have such a nice, nigh, omnipotent, extra-dimensional being living with us in Ponyville. Shh. I can tell they're just going to keep using that line, aren't they? And she skipped off, all unhappiness forgotten. Ah, youth, Pinkie said, even though she was eternal and such concepts didn't apply to her. Oh well, back to work. The sewers were full of music. Part 2. Sweetie Belle hated having to shower after PE with the other filly.
What for?
I didn't even know that Ponyville Elementary had a PE class, or a shower for that matter.
I'm starting to think that you're just copying and pasting and putting instead of Ponyville, it's whatever the hell Pennywise was at. I'm gonna guess that since all the Scheming Kings novels are set in Maine, it's gonna be in Maine.
No, it's all still in Ponyville. Anyways, all the Crusaders did. It was an occasion for juvenile torment when the other fillies teased the blank flakes relentlessly, with no adult supervision to prevent it. And today she was the only blank flake in the room. Apple Bloom was in a different class, and, just her luck, Scootaloo had a ticklish throat, and a note from Nurse Redheart asking her to be excused from class that day. Well, that's just mean. So there she was, required to shower with the others. There was no getting out of it, unfortunately, and all alone against the rest of the world. What, is this turning into a softcore lesbian porn now?
That would have been, probably a lot better off than... Yeah.
Then what?
Pinkie imitating Pennywise, except she isn't killing any pony.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad. Sure enough, the other fillies formed a circle around her and began laughing and teasing her. Sweetie Belle was the most sensitive of the Crusaders, and the teasing... was always hardest on her. But today, without a friend by her side, it was simply unbearable. She tried to be brave, but sure enough, the tears began to flow. Oh, what you gonna do now, Blank Flang? Is the little fool gonna cry, huh? Is that what you're gonna do? The cruel laughter grew louder, as did Sweetie Belle's tears. She was so miserable. She'd give anything to be somewhere else, anywhere else but here, if only the earth would open up and swallow her. Hey! They all froze at the sound of the voice. It seemed to have come from the drain in the shower. Oh, this one too.
Oh God, this he.
And sure enough, a pair of hooves appeared as the drain popped out. Then, to the horrid surprise of all, the hooves actually stretched the drain hole until it was large enough for a pony to come out of it. The fillies commenced to panic. Their teasing forgotten, they ran screaming hither and thither. I didn't even know thither was a word.
Hither, I know. Thither, don't know.
Trying to escape, but the shower heads stretched out from the walls and blocked the way to the exit. They were trapped. A bright frizzy pink mane appeared out of the hole in the floor, and beneath it was a scowling pink pony. Oh, a pink pony, just fine. But a scowling pink pony? That's terrifying.
Ooh, it's just Pinkie Pie. You scared us, Pinkie.
Pinkie didn't say anything. She continued to scowl at the fillies.
Did I hear you teasing Sweetie Belle about being a blank flank?
She asked at last. The fillies couldn't meet her gaze. They stared at the floor, ashamed of themselves.
Don't you know that's not nice?
The pink pony continued as with a wave of her hooves, she sent the shower heads back to their normal positions and hopped out on the floor.
You were all blank flanks once. How would you feel if you were the only one without a cutie mark and all the other colts and fillies were picking on you?
The uncomfortable silence continued for a while. Then one of the fillies, the ringleader of the others, approached Pinkie penitently. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that was Diamond Tiara. Sorry about that. Where was I? Oh.
We're sorry, Miss Pinkie Pie. We really didn't mean any harm. We were just having a little fun.
Pinkie's stern look remained.
You think it's fun to be teased when you're all alone against every pony else and being treated so badly that you cry?
There was a murmur among the group.
We never thought of it that way, the head troublemaker said. We're awful sorry. Will you forgive us? I'm not the one you should be asking,
Pinkie said, indicating Sweetie with a hoof. The ringleader turned to Sweetie Belle, and with a great deal of difficulty raised her head to look at her face. Look her in the face, excuse me.
I'm sorry, Sweetie Belle. I'm sorry I was mean to you and made you cry. I wasn't thinking about how it would feel if it were me.
There was a general murmur of agreement among the others.
Well, sweetie, Pinkie asked, it's okay. I forgive you guys. Now have a group hug and make friends, and let's not let this happen again, okay?
Pinkie said. The fillies hugged and laughed, feelings now healed and restored.
Thank you, Miss Pinkie Pie, the formerly offending fillies chorus. You made us see the error of our ways. Hey, nobody's perfect except me.
What?
I have no idea what to say about that last part.
Now back to class with you.
And the school fillies, their humors restored, frolicked out of the shower room. All except Sweetie Belle, who turned at the last moment and ran to Pinkie.
Oh, thank you, Auntie Pinkie Pie. You're my nigh omnipotent, creepy, supernatural, extra-dimensional heroine. Okay,
Man! Could they just call it something else? It's fucking long, don't you think?
I'll say that.
No problem, sweetie. You're just lucky I came down into the sewer to lay my eggs today.
What?
You're just lucky I came down into the sewer to lay my eggs today. Oh my.
What?
I came down to the sewer to lay my eggs today.
Eggs!
Yes.
Eggs!
Yes.
I thought we pretty much discussed this on Luna Eclipsed. That
Wait,
there's
what?
no such way a pony would lay an egg.
Well, apparently she can do it here.
Now back to class. You don't want to be tardy.
And Pinkie disappeared into the hole she had stretched in the floor.
Pinkie, you might want to fix that. Oops.
A blushing pink head reappeared once again.
Thanks for reminding me, sweetie.
And she zipped up the floor once again. With a sigh of happiness, Sweetie Belle bounced out of the shower to rejoin her new reconciled friends. I wonder who's next. Rarity, Part 3. Rarity watched in horror as the pair of sprites wreaked havoc in her boutique. What, these things again?
I thought we already got rid of them.
Apparently not. Even when they weren't devouring everything in sight under the influence of one of Twilight's spells, they were still trouble with a capital T. Not only could she not get any work done, but she had to close the shop. No way she could allow her customers to see her business in this state. When, oh when, was she going to get here? Suddenly an eerie quiet filled the room, followed by a wind that seemed to come from nowhere. It blew open a photo album of rarities that was sitting on a nearby desk, flipping pages until it came to a picture of her and her 5 friends, where it stopped. As Rarity watched in amazement, the Pinkie in the photo literally came alive and jumped out of the page to stand before her. Well, at least it's better than the photo album having its period.
Ugh.
You sent for me, Rarity?
Pinkie Pie's voice was music to Rarity's ears. At last!
Oh, Pinkie, darling, she cried. These dreadful insects are destroying my beautiful boutique. Please dispose of them. I'll be right back as soon as I can find a tuba, she replied, preparing to leave. Wait, darling! Rarity tried to stop her. That would simply take too long. I was hoping you would assume your true form and get rid of them that way. Plus, it would be so much quicker.
Oh, no. You hear that? True form?
True what?
True form.
Pinkie Pie's true form?
Pinkie thought. You know I don't like to do that around you mere mortals.
Whoa.
Mere pony mortals?
Uh,
Okay, Rarity, I think it's time for you to take your cue and leave.
oh, well, let's continue on.
Oh, please, darling, for this once, for me.
And forgetting that her audience was not a love-struck stallion neighbor, or Spike, she batted her eyelashes. Fourth wall much?
Oh, okay, Rarity. Anything for one of my bestest best friends. Oh, thank you so much, darling, Rarity cried, hugging her pink friend. You have no idea what this means to me. Oh, it's all right, Pinkie said. Now you better take over lessons and get out of here. If either of you sees the pulsating lights on the underside of my belly, you'll go so bat-poop bonkers that even I won't be able to zap you back to normal.
Ugh. So apparently she's also godlike.
Very well. Come with Mama, Opa, darling.
And for once, the grumpy cat, being equally sick of the buzzing cloud of insects, actually did as she was told. Alone now in the boutique, Pinkie Pie smiled grimly. The whole room was soon bathed in a blinding, eerie light. After a pleasant hour at the spa, except for the protestations of Aloe and Lotus at having a cat brought into their establishment, Rarity and Opal were back at the door of their home. Surely Pinkie was finished by now. Just at that moment, the door flew open and out trotted Pinkie Pie, towing a large web sack full of parasprites. Oh, yep. Web sack full of parasprites.
Well, what's gonna happen next?
Oh, you're right in time, Rarity. I just got finished. Splendid, darling. You didn't get your webbing all over my walls now, did you?
Webbing?
Webbing.
She apparently is shining light and has also got Spider-Man's powers.
That or she's the giant spider thing.
What now?
Well, duh. I had to do that to catch the little rascals. But don't worry, it's all cleaned up now.
Rarity breathed a sigh of relief.
I simply can't thank you enough for helping me out, Pinkie dear. Would a new outfit be sufficient? Perhaps an 8-legged ensemble for when you feel like letting go? That sounds great, Rarity, but don't worry. Take your time. I just enjoy helping my friends. Anyway, gotta get these things down to the pipes by the sewage lagoon. The kids will be hatching any day now, and they're gonna be hungry.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Hang on. What?
What?
Hold on. I guess my checks. Okay, making sure I'm okay.
Rarity watched Pinkie bounce off with her haul. I always forget to ask her how she reproduces here at Equestria when she actually...
I always forget to ask her how she reproduces in Equestria, while she actually exists as a series of lights outside the universe. Oh well, I'm just glad she chose Ponyville to do her reproducing in. Yes, you heard that right.
I'd rather not know if Pinkie Pie will be reproducing anything. I'd rather not know what her offspring may be.
Pinky spiders!
Or worse.
Anyways, part 4, and this is the last one.
Okay.
Maybe I might have another one. Maybe I might have another one in me. I don't know. Anyways, it was a beautiful full moon. In fact, it was the harvest moon, the largest, brightest, and most beautiful moon of the entire year. Twilight Sparkle sighed with contentment as she continued to gaze at the heavenly orb, pausing to take an occasional note on a scroll, holding the quill by her magic. Spike was taking a well-earned nap. She couldn't believe that she had been mortified when Princess Celestia first sent her to Ponyville to live and study the magic of friendship. She thought her life was over. Instead, it seemed it was only beginning. She not only made her first friends ever, but the most wonderful friends a pony could ask for. And as the town's public librarian, she could still devote as much time as she needed to studies and to the stars. This quiet little town had proved a paradise for her and her assistant. She ceased her reverie and once again looked into the lens of her telescope. Suddenly she thought she saw something. Something very not right. Was the moon moving?
What?
The moon is moving. It was turning around?
Hey, Twilight!
Ah! Fuck! Fuck!
There on the moon was a face.
Pinkie? Pinkie, what are you doing up there?
Oh god. Pinkie Pie's the moon now. Gonzo? What the fuck? Are you okay?
I turned to Chos.0 and unfortunately I have it on mute and now I'm trying to understand. Something about a banana and Sprite and it's supposed to induce vomit. From one of the for what the captions are telling me. I'll catch a rerun later.
Pinkie Pie's the moon.
And that was pretty much bad enough as is.
Wait, what's wrong with that? Wouldn't you want to have a Pinkie Pie moon?
I'd rather have a normal moon, thank you. Or a Luna moon.
If you say so.
Oh, some pony has been sending scrolls to the princesses telling them that we need to be watching out for stray comets and asteroids so we can do something about them if they're headed this way. Sound familiar? Oh, Pinkie, I didn't know they were going to give the job to you. I'm so sorry. I'm responsible for putting you so much trouble. Psych! Just kidding, Twilight. Oh, that's what happened, all right. But it's not any trouble. I mean, honestly, I'm a nigh omnipotent, multidimensional being whose essence resides outside the universe. Nothing's any trouble to me.
Twilight blinked and then laughed herself.
Well, you got me good, Pinkie Pie. I was really afraid you were upset with me. Well, I am upset with you, come to think of it, Pinkie replied.
Oh dear, I wonder why.
Uh-oh.
I mean, here I am up here doing my job and... Twilight Sparkle, were you watching my butt?
Oh my god! Oh my god! No, how? No, that can't be possible!
Twilight blushed red. She knew it was only a joke, but it was still embarrassing.
So you're into that kind of thing, are you? Want to see me shake my groove thing?
And the moon turned round and began to dance in a most suggestive manner as Pinkie Pie hummed a stripper melody.
Do, 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 do. How do you like them apples, Twilight Sparkle?
Gonzo, have you died on me?
Try not to.
In spite of her embarrassment, Twilight was... Okay, I can't keep a straight face anymore. In spite of her embarrassment, Twilight was laughing.
Don't worry, Twilight. Your secret's safe with me. Cross my heart and hope to fly stick a cupcake in my crater. Oh, wait. Yes, crater. Oh, wait.
Pinkie's face turned from Twilight again.
Look at this, Twilight.
She said as she wiggled the moon around. You're being mooned by the moon! Woo! Woo! Woo!
Stop the fanfic! I want to get off!
Silly Pinkie, cut that out before somebody sees you. Silly filly, Pinkie said as she turned her face again. No one can see or hear me. No one can see or hear me but you.
You are in me power.
Pinkie, you're scaring me. I am? I'm so sorry, Twilight. I was only kidding around with you. I forget sometimes how intimidating a nigh omnipotent multidimensional being can be to mere mortals. Will you forgive me?
And her face showed that she was 100% sincere.
Sure, Pinkie. Sorry I was letting my fears get the better of me when every pony knows he can trust you. How are those asteroids and comets looking anyway? Nothing to be concerned about till the middle of the next century at the earliest. And not to worry, since I'll still be here protecting all my friends from anything nasty out there. Oh,
Nice.
Pinkie, you're so good to us. We really are lucky to be friends with a nigh omnipotent multi-dimensional being who only uses her creepy powers for good. Yeah, I get that a lot. Well, I guess I better get back to work looking around for any nasty McNasties out in the galaxy. It's getting late, though. Why did you turn in?
Twilight yawned as she realized that Pinkie was right.
All right, Pinkie, if you say so. Good night, Twilight Sparkle. Why don't you come by Sugar Cube Corner tomorrow and I'll use my creepy powers to make us a dessert or something?
Oh, sorry, I just got a Steam update that requires me to restart Steam. Did you?
Not me.
Oh.
I probably should have gone off Steam myself.
That's a little, Ugh. Is that the last part?
No, there's more. Twilight,
Look behind you!
Twilight did so and found a yellow balloon floating there. On it were the words,
Sweet dreams, Twilight. Aw, Pinkie, you're just so nice.
She shut down the telescope for the night and took the balloon by the string when a thought suddenly occurred to her. Pinkie's face had been on the dark side of the moon. No pony had ever seen the dark side of the moon, but she had, tonight, while Pinkie was speaking to her.
I could have started the dark side of the moon and I didn't even think of it. I'm so stupid. Ah!
Ugh. Shadow?
Yo,
You kind of got cut out of for a bit. I thought something went wrong.
anyways, the balloon popped, and where it had been,
A map of the dark side of the moon. Oh, Pinkie, how thoughtful. I love you. I love you, Twilight.
she heard Pinkie's voice quietly echo inside her head as she drifted off to sleep. And
Well, someone thought Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd for the win.
what's it?
Dark Side of the Moon is a Pink Floyd album, I believe.
I know what it is.